So I'm going to talk for a bit here. If you don't care, then skip to this time or use the handy dandy timestamps in the description. So, as you probably noticed, I am not Jeremy or anybody from CinemaSins or any of their channels. I'm NightTrap, and I'm a big fan of the videos over on CinemaSins, and as I was watching Stranger Things 4, there were a lot of points where I had problems with the episodes, so I figured I'd take a crack at my own Everything Wrong With video. So while I am not any of the people associated with CinemaSins, I hope you can still enjoy the video. Also, I love Stranger Things, but there were a lot of nitpicks I had with the new season, so now that I've got all that rambling over with to make sure I don't get in trouble with this video, sit back and enjoy because I put a lot of effort into this. Netflix, please do not sue me. As far as I'm aware, I'm doing nothing wrong here, and, I don't really have the money to pay off a lawsuit, so if you could just let me keep the video up, that'd be cool. Thanks! Stranger Things Season 4 starts with nearly 4 minutes of opening recap. This newspaper boy must be Domino, because he's getting very lucky with these throws. Brenner finishes this crossword with 67 words in 10 minutes, and I call bullshit. Flashback's position.
Are you up for some more lessons?
What if the 8-ball would have said no? And I know he used telekinesis or something to make it say yes, but still.
No, what'd you say?
Cow?
It's supposed to be a dog.
Supposed to be a dog? What dog have you seen that has this tail? Now, I'm no metal door expert, but I feel like this should have killed him. He only passes out for like a few minutes with minor injuries. I know later on we'll figure out that 1 was actually the one who did all of this, but if 1 hates Brenner so much, then why'd he kill the children and just leave Brenner alive? I'm sorry, I just love this opening sequence. I have to take a sin off.
Today is day 185. Feels more like 10 years.
Feels like 10 years? That's the biggest stretch I've ever seen. You wouldn't even be in school anymore. Friends don't lie, L. Random character is only introduced to be the comic relief cliche.
But my grammar is getting good now also.
I tell Can.
I know your D&D club is tonight.
Hellfire. Why don't you just call it the high school dropout club?
Ted Wheeler.
I will repent later.
What the hell? Why would you change the D- to an A? The school is going to notice that much of a change.
Now look, I'm not saying that my girlfriend is better than yours. It's just that Susie's like a certified genius.
You do realize Ella saved the world twice, right?
You do realize it was actually 3 times, right?
And yet you still have a C in Spanish.
And what exactly does this have to do with the argument? Black character plays basketball cliche.
I think I can speak for all of us when I say it's been a tough year for Hawkins.
So Jason's about to go on his long speech about how tough this year was with all the events of Season 3, but this season takes place the next year, and I have a job to do here, so... Hope nothing fragile is in that box.
This is supposed to be about famous people?
If Hopper supposedly sacrificed himself to save the world, wouldn't he be a lot more well-known, even outside of Hawkins? Holy shit, does this school not have a janitor? Scary thing is right outside the bathroom stall door cliche. Miss Kelly told Max to see her after lunch, yet it seems that the other students are having lunch right now, so why did Max already go and see her? 2 characters have the same conversation at the same time with a few changes cliche. If I saw a clock sticking out of a tree in the middle of the woods and it was making scary noises, I would not start walking towards it.
Very disappointing, Jane. Let's talk after break.
Saying this out loud in front of the other students. You're telling me not a single one of the students in this crowd decided to say something about this? This is the gayest walk I've ever seen.
Angela!
Yeah, but why would Elle even try this? She's been missing her powers for like 8 months. Nice.
There is no shame in running. Don't try to be heroes.
Foreshadowing. Character who has barely helped their team is the reason they win cliche. Feeding your neighbor's dog. Damn it, Chrissy, I told you to put the food back in the fridge if you couldn't finish it. Hey, that's a pretty strange thing. I can believe that Hopper would go and jump down this ledge, but we clearly saw the explosion still hit him, so he should have been vaporized like everyone else in the room. Why is Will bending his painting right now? You're gonna ruin the art.
That's crazy. Eddie didn't do this. No way. No way.
Well, we can't rule it out.
Yes, we can.
Her bones were in this position, and the first thought isn't, this may be the upside down, seeing as it conveniently has become a problem for us every year since 1983.
The look on his face. He was scared, Dustin.
So if you thought he looked scared, then why do you think he killed Chrissy?
Something else killed her.
But that's impossible, right?
It's impossible that something else killed her in a town where your friend has been possessed and humanoid creatures have tried to kill you all, and where dozens of people were melted down into fleshy goop and made into spider-like creature. Honestly, I'm just gonna add 15 sins so I don't have to keep repeating the "it's Hawkins" sin every time somebody blames Eddie for the murder of Chrissy.
I didn't see a body.
Because he evaporated.
Murray. I guess the Russians didn't get the memo about the 8th Amendment.
Okay, so I asked for vomit green and I got vomit green. Isn't that awesome?
Who the fuck asked for vomit green? Third Will.
The snitch has a boyfriend.
Snitch? You saw her say that she tripped. She didn't say you had anything to do with it.
You have fun last night?
Well, you gonna arrest me for drinking?
It is against the law, so we could. Should we?
What? You're the chief of police and you're asking whether you should arrest somebody for an illegal activity?
Wait, what? What does Eddie have to do with all this? Did that freak hurt her? He hurt Chrissy? Did he hurt Chrissy?
Why have they not told him yet? This camcorder says March 22nd, which is Will's birthday. But then when the Duffers realized, they retconned his birthday to May 22nd. So this is a sin for making this scene a lot less sad. And once again, nobody in the crowd or any of the workers care to stop this.
The name Victor Creel. He lost his mind. Killed his whole family. Kids and wife. Took their eyes.
So Victor Creel is rumored to have killed his family the exact same way that Chrissy died, and nobody thought, hey, maybe this guy broke out of the asylum and killed her. So when Nancy and Fred got here, they were told that they could quickly visit Max, but now they're just allowed to randomly wander the trailer park hours later with no repercussions.
Angela!
Oh my god.
Holy shit, Elle. What did you do? What did you do?
In season 1, she literally broke your bully's arm. Why are you so concerned right now?
I swear on my mother. Right, guys?
Yes, we swear. Yeah, on Dustin's mother.
Yeah, Dustin's mother.
Nancy has still not been kicked out by the police.
Hey, officer? Officer?
What are you still doing here?
You are at the only exit. How would you not know they're still here? Do these tentacles hurt Vecna? We see a chunk or something come out with them, so wouldn't they take Angela to a different room or tell people to go away? Also, why is this entire place sitting around here? At least one person in this crowd would still be skating.
Hey, at least it wasn't an ice skate.
That nose would have been sliced clean off. Ah!
Why would there be ice skates at a roller rink?
Blip, 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 blip. Blip, 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 blip.
Blip. Everyone at this table has Coke, and it makes me wonder how much Coke paid to be in every season of Stranger Things. Aren't Lucas's parents wondering where he's at? He's been gone for at least 2 nights. Mike takes up Elle's plate, but not her orange juice. How is she gonna wash down the waffles, Mike?
You may or may not be aware of an incident that happened last night involving Jane at the Rinkomania.
That was an accident.
Nobody would ever believe that was an accident.
Buckle up.
Like, this is really gonna save me if we crash.
You're right, it won't. Because that's not why airplanes have seatbelts.
Wipe your feet. On the outside, not the inside.
Steve and Dustin being hilarious cliche.
And why did you hit her?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Wouldn't these cops have checked the security footage? Hell, they could have just asked any of the people at the roller rink. They totally saw why.
You know the girl you hit?
She got a grade 2 concussion.
Yeah, and she deserved it.
You and your husband have exciting plans?
Assuming the person next to a random lady on your flight is their husband. Convenient placement of keys is convenient. A building with a clock in its walls. Wait, why does that sound so familiar? Why wouldn't Lucas have yelled out that it was just him? He should know that Dustin and the others are the only ones in there.
Joyce, there are certain things one can be late to in life.
A 1-year-old's birthday party, because who cares? That little idiot's not gonna remember it.
Murray being hilarious cliche.
We make everything fresh here at Surfer Boy except for our pineapple, which comes from a can. But I still highly recommend slapping some juicy pineapple on your pie.
Pineapple on pizza.
Open the door.
No.
I know a good lawyer.
I didn't know Matt Murdock lived in Indiana. This works. Convenient hatch on top of the tool shed is convenient.
That thing's got batteries in it, right?
I'm not even answering that question.
Yet you proceed to answer it anyway.
Yes, it has batteries.
Yeah, I got it.
Drive! Okay, all right. Oh my God, why is that guy on the gun? Drive!
Why isn't this guy shooting at Argyle's van right now? He knows that they all just jumped in there. Damn it, Hopper, you're getting peanut butter all over the blanket.
Is he everything you hoped he would be? I just had a very interesting conversation with Professor Brantley.
Pretty convenient that you just got back as Victor finished his story.
Dear Billy,
Roll credits.
I don't know if you can even hear this. 2 years ago.
Skip. Max is seriously using creative mode in a hardcore world. Come on, Max, you're better than that. This scene is truly amazing. Take the sins off, you deserve it.
Apologies for the bumpy ride, kiddo. I would have paved the road, but kind of ruins the whole top secret location thing.
Yeah, but aren't you leaving tire tracks in the sand right now? Wouldn't it make more sense to have a hatch or something covered by sand so people can't just walk by and say, hey, I'm gonna enter that suspicious door in the middle of nowhere?
Hello, 11.
What the fuck? This asshole was mauled to death by a Demogorgon in Season 1. There is no way he's alive right now. Why is the elevator coming down right now? I know they needed a transition, but it's not like anybody's in it. Unless they found your super obvious entrance. You know, it's very convenient that Max's drawings all lined up perfectly to make a finished drawing. Also, we interrupt Season 4 to bring you Season 2.
Well. Look who finally decided to join us.
How the hell did he get in here without the door opening? Holy shit, someone in the show is holding a drink that isn't a Coke can.
Sometimes I think it's just scary to open up like that. To say how you really feel.
Ironic that Will is saying this.
She's perfect, Sarah.
Naming your child Sarah with no H. Getting major it vibes here. Title of Jeremy's sex tape?
Is that a sigh?
No, I did not sigh.
Why'd you sigh?
I didn't sigh. Just come on, dude.
I heard you.
Steve and Dustin being hilarious cliche.
Could you maybe clarify what sort of clues we're supposed to be looking for here?
The world is full of obvious things, which nobody by any chance ever observes.
That didn't answer his question. Hey, that looks just like Black Widow from Endgame. Dead. This smile couldn't be more evil if he tried. They survived this.
Everyone, turn off your flashlights. Spread out.
We're not gonna be able to see if we turn off our flashlights.
Steve, it is perfectly bright enough in here for you to see without a flashlight. What the hell? How did Jason retrieve the body? Surely it would have sunk to the bottom of the water, right? Seems the president also didn't get the memo about the 8th Amendment.
Ow!
He definitely did not have time to reload the bow by the time we see him again. You just left him here with no warmth so he could freeze to death? He's like your only source of information right now. You thought they were just feeding you 5-star meals for nothing?
How long have you known that Eddie Munson was killing these kids? It was his trailer where Chrissy was killed, and you expect us to believe he was made a suspect just this morning?
They literally said they weren't going to release the suspect's name, so I don't know why this question was necessary.
Things the police don't want to believe.
and things that I don't want to believe myself, but I know what I saw. I know.
Why aren't the police trying to stop him right now? Also, didn't Jason say he didn't believe in all this supernatural crap?
So you drove 3,000 miles over your spring break so I can help you get a new video game console no one has ever heard of.
Yes.
Yeah. Why don't they just tell her that they're trying to save the world again? It worked the first time. For the most part, at least.
They should have been back by now. They should be back.
What time was the movie?
They said they were going to a movie? Why not just saying you were going to hang out somewhere?
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, not in a church.
You chose the handgun over an AK-47? But if Eden has been turning the breaker back on every time this happens, then why would he need to go and do it?
What's the internet?
Don't worry about it. It's just gonna change the world.
I would say ruin it, but sure.
Whenever the Demogorgon attacked, it always left an opening.
It did not.
You shouldn't be wandering the halls.
When did they get in here unnoticed? Ella's supposed to get an extra hour of free time, so I feel like the other kids would be doing something else right now with Brenner.
I keep telling him he needs to tame that jungle, but he claims the ladies dig it.
Let me see.
What?
So if this is the upside down version of Lover's Lake, then shouldn't it be a lot more deep based on how deep it was when Steve dove into the water? Not Steve! We interrupt season 4 to bring you season 1.
Oh, that's a bunch of bull.
Erica!
I mean, you realize they're lying. The whole couch is on fire.
How is this 12-year-old smarter than all the adults in this room?
I'm not even in the Hellfire Club.
Do I need to cuff you?
Whoa?
I have guns in my bedroom.
You, Nancy Wheeler, have guns, plural, in your bedroom?
This is America. So how exactly is this numbering system supposed to work? You would think they would bring in newborn kids and assign them to the next number, but this kid looks younger than these kids, and I know they aren't standing in order here, but still, we have to assume that they'd be somewhat close to the correct order, so why are the ages changing up and left and right? Nobody touches a vine during this earthquake.
And this wallpaper, this is old wallpaper.
How did it take you this long to notice that your wallpaper is outdated? So Nancy uses her empty diary to figure out that the Upside Down is stuck in 1983. Yet, in the ending scene of Season 2, which takes place in 1984, the Upside Down version of Hawkins Middle School has the snowball decorations. So, either the Duffer Brothers forgot about this, or they just said fuck it and somebody went into the Upside Down to decorate.
Kinda feels good.
That's what she said.
You said he followed Vecna through lights, right?
Yeah, why?
What do you mean, why? You can clearly see the light flashing, even if you aren't staring at it. So if this is how you can make the lights activate in the Upside Down, then how would Will have known that Joyce is making the alphabet with the Christmas lights? And even if Will was able to realize that it was the alphabet, there's no way he could have lit each letter so quickly. He would definitely have to go through and recount that alphabet each time.
Hey! Excuse me! No, get back here!
Kind of your fault for leaving them unguarded.
Hurting who?
Kind of your fault for not making sure she was behind you. This scene kicks ass. It is snowing. How is this spear still on fire? I've been holding off this sin for some time, but isn't the air in the Upside Down supposed to be toxic? If I had a nickel for every time I trusted a Netflix character named 001, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that happened twice, right? That fall should have broken her back and or killed her.
Alice, no running.
So big!
That's what she said.
And poisoning our world, all while enforcing a structure of their own. A deeply unnatural structure.
We live in a society. Antagonist is revealed to be an evil person from the protagonist's past cliche. Why would you stop trying to take the boards off right now? And why are you trying to get this bottom board off? You can clearly just go through the door and step over it. Seriously, Vecna, what'd I say about spoilers?
Thought you were dead.
Why? She was on the other side of the glass.
I hate to interrupt, but apparently they can climb, too.
What the fuck? Why hasn't it done this before? We know from the prisoner that this isn't the first time they've used the Demogorgon fighting ring. In a few moments, Hopper is going to kill a Demodog by simply shooting it in the mouth with a pistol. So you're telling me none of these 4 guys with AK-47s hit a headshot while the mouth was open? We interrupt Stranger Things to bring you Alien Resurrection. What? The Mind Flayer is made of dust particles, so how the hell would the Russians have gotten this thing into a container?
And see your coat of arms here? It's a heart. And I know it's sort of on the nose, but that's what holds this whole party together. Heart.
Just say you're gay already. Mike does not see this. So what's the deal with this room? The only entrance is through the mirror, so why is it here at all? If Vecna can look into people's minds, then why would he tell Nancy to tell Elle? He should know that Elle isn't anywhere near Hawkins' crew. Why aren't they aiming for the tires? That would be way more efficient right now.
I've stopped him once and I will again.
I'm sorry. You can't. It's impossible.
Remember when Elle was told it was her choice to leave or not?
I always had this dream that I'd have this really big family. I'm talking like a full brood of Harringtons, like 5, 6 kids.
Breeding like a rabbit.
This cannot fly us to America.
Why not?
Let's start with the fact that this helicopter has no propellers.
Can I see this? Real pretty 357, please.
What are the chances that Jason is here at the exact same time as the Hawkins crew? Also, is he even old enough to buy this gun? Who paid for all of this? The shotgun alone was $121. They also bought a bunch of nails, a double-sided axe, and like 6 cans of the stuff for Molotov cocktails. What reason does Jason have to be suspicious of this RV? I don't think he ever saw Nancy get in, so why is he looking at it right now? I understand why she is sawing the barrel off right now, but I'm pretty sure she's sawing off too much for the gun to function properly. Sullivan would not walk in right after a shit ton of gunfire. He wouldn't go in until he was sure it's 100% clear. Wait, so there was a secret hatch, but it's only the emergency exit? This guy misses 4 of his 7 shots. Evil character does something nice/helpful to the protagonist just before they die, cliche. Hey, I just won my game of cliche bingo. Want to know what the prize for that is? That's right. Speaking of dying, watch Brenner somehow be alive in Season 5 even though his character arc is completed and we actually saw him die on screen this time. Stranger porn.
I've been on a diet of watery soup, moldy bread, and maggots, so yeah, I've been dreaming about breadsticks and lasagna.
That's your fault for not eating the 5-star meal before the Demogorgon fight. This scene teases me with my favorite song of the soundtrack, only to immediately not use it again for the rest of Volume 2, so I'm adding 1 sin for every second the song plays.
He will be in her mind. But I can do that too. I went into Mama's mind, into Billy's. I can go into Max's.
Yes, but you've never interacted with their memories, so how is this going to work?
You gotta be shitting me.
There is no way that Surfer Boy Pizza would have 600 pounds of salt.
Listen, I would love to feed a fellow surfer boy, but kitchen closed like 5 minutes ago, so no more pies tonight, man.
Is every Surfer Boy employee a stoner? No way he drilled this here without touching a vine, unless only the vines on the floor count, in which case...
When I was a baby, I actually crawled backwards.
It takes skill to be that stupid. Isn't it a dumb idea to take the headphones off entirely? What if you start floating and Lucas can't get them over your ears? We interrupt Stranger Things to bring you Inception. Why weren't you playing closer to the door so you can get inside faster?
Into who?
Кого? Во что? Во что?
Person dies before finishing their sentence, cliche. If Vecna basically has the power of the Reality Stone, then why does he even bother with taunting Max? Just, like, put her in a small room with no escape and kill her already. Also, why would the Upside Down be invading Max's memory at the skate park?
Is this what you did to Chrissy?
I thought you were 100% sure that Eddie killed Chrissy.
You don't wake her up right now, you die, Sinclair.
It seems kind of stupid for Jason to threaten to kill Lucas. As far as he's aware, Lucas is the only one able to wake up Max. Character decides last second to sacrifice themselves, cliche. Originally, I was going to make another We Interrupt joke, but I honestly don't remember where I've seen this lifting tiny projectiles with telekinesis thing, yet I'm adding this in anyway. Nice of Vecna to waste time by telling Elle his backstory.
Elle, do you hear me? I love you.
The power of love gives the protagonist the strength to win, cliche. What the f- Steve, Nancy, and Robin have been hanging there choking for at least 20 minutes. They should totally be dead right now. What the fuck? Murray just torched this place with a flamethrower for nearly 40 seconds, and flamethrowers can go up to 1800 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 1000 degrees Celsius, so Hopper's hand should be melting right now. This scene is beautiful.
I didn't run away this time, right?
I'm not crying, you're crying.
I love you, Dad.
No Will, I mean no homo. Also, lovable Stranger Things character dies in the season they were introduced, cliche. Well, Max is definitely gonna die. 4 of her bones snapped backwards, and her eyes nearly got sucked into her face. They definitely wouldn't come up with some bullshit way to revive her, right? Holy shit, the CGI on that kill was awesome.
It's been less than 48 hours since a 7.4 magnitude earthquake rocked the quaint town of Hawkins.
Believing that this was the result of an earthquake.
The death toll now stands at 22.
You're telling me only 22 people were on top of a gate while it was spreading? Not to mention the amount of people who would have fallen in while their house was ripped apart. I'm not saying it's impossible, but what I'm saying is that it's a sin.
In fact, you can forget about college. You are staying right here.
In Hawkins? So since Max can't see, does that mean the movie on Friday will be a blind date? Making the kid with a limp walk around and carry drinks that he could very easily spill.
Let's hope one is dead and rotting.
Why didn't Nancy tell you he's alive when you got back? Mad props to the Duffer Brothers for pulling in Infinity War and making the villain win. This, combined with the theme of the show finally being used as part of an episode, is just mwah.